guys, I'm FPL Nymfria and welcome back to the home of FPL videos. I almost feel like I could name this the same as last week's video, where have all the points gone? But this week, it's literally pointless. Let's take a look at how I got on in game week 9, and don't worry, this won't take long. I was hoping Pope would grab at least some save points against Leicester, but apparently he only made one save the whole match. I have to admit, that doesn't fill me with confidence when he has Chelsea up next. I know I've said it before, but I am really starting to feel like sticking with Ryan might have been the better option here on my wildcard, and recent wildcarders have had the bonus of knowing this information. So Pope adds just 1 point to my team total. Taking a look at my defence just about sums my team up this week. Trent, despite having 10 crosses and 2 key passes, didn't manage to get anything other than 2 points towards my team total. He could have had an assist if Mane's goal wasn't ruled out by VAR, but that's by and by here, as Henderson did somewhat halt Trent's attack-minded runs for the most part of the match. But let's be honest here, Robson just looked way hungrier for it, in a lot more space and always looking forward towards goal. A little worrying as a Trent owner. So I had 2 shots off target and as a result got me just the same in points towards my team total. Rico is my hero of the week. I have to admit I played him in a bit of an off chance that Norwich continued their form, but thank goodness I did, as if it wasn't for his 8 points, for the clean sheets, minutes played and 2 bonus points, I'd be in a much bigger hole right now. Moving on to my midfield, and it's much the same as last week. Don't look if you're someone who scares easily. Despite Klopp suggesting Salah might be okay and the team hanging his shirt in the dressing room at Old Trafford, it turns out it was all mind games, as Salah was nowhere to be seen, not even in the stands watching. Now that's taking trolling us to a new level. Thanks for that, Klopp. Moving on to my M&Ms, and it's a somewhat quiet week for both of them again. Mount had 1 key pass and 1 shot on target for 3 points, and McGinn is killing me each week with his chances. 3 key passes, 3 shots blocked, 2 shots off target and 1 shot on target. How does this man not have more points this season? Oh, I know, VAR. I would love to know how many times John McGinn has been denied points by the VAR system this season, because I have to admit, it seems like every week at the moment. Now, I'd love to move on to some better news. The one transfer I made this week was Sterling to KDB. Lo and behold, KDB hit the bar and Jesus missed the chance to put him in on goal. Meanwhile, Sterling of course gets an assist for all of those of you who stuck with him, which seems like a lot because when that assist registered, so did my impending OR doom. Do I think Sterling is worth the money for an assist? In a word, no. That's why I got rid of him. But did I underestimate what that might mean in OR? Well, yes I did. I will now have to consider getting him back. I'm not opposed to a U-turn. It's all about when and if to do it. Moving on to my forwards, and if you thought my midfield was bad, this doesn't get any better. Abraham was my top scoring forward this week with 2 points. Yeah, 2 points. He was unlucky not to make it more, with a shot off target, 2 shots on target, a shot blocked and hitting the woodwork. 2 big chances missed to add more to my team total, but it wasn't surprising at all this week. Next is Pookie, and well, I have no idea what to think of him at the moment. He did have a shot on target, but I can't quite get over how much this scoring form has fizzled out. I can't help feel like he's going to go nuts again sometime soon. The question is, how soon? We'll have to wait and see. Lastly, we move on to Aguero, and I'm heartbroken yet again. I did not see this benching coming. We were hearing his injury was fine. We were thinking with his rest that he was a shoo-in to play with Jesus having been away, but no, Pep had other ideas. According to him, a rest is a bad thing, and my captain didn't even make an appearance off the bench. I'm not sure how much longer I can cope with this Pep roulette like this. It's doing me in slowly. I'm recording this Monday before the Arsenal-Sheffield United game. This means I have Ming's points to come in for Salah and Abraham's points to be doubled as my vice captain. So that's a provisional total of 28 points, with without whatever Lundstrom will add when he comes in for Aguero, which I hope is not a lot as he's against Arsenal, but either way I don't think it's going to make a massive difference to my OR this week, with it already being an almighty red, and it will be my worst game week so far this season, that is for sure. I'll update you guys on my confirmed standings either on the FPL Wildcats livestream or on my Twitter page at FPL Nym. Looking forward to game week 10, and this is how I'm looking at the moment. Without any transfers, I guess the decision here is my defence and which two out of Soy against Southampton away, Rico against Watford away, and Lundstrom against West Ham away do I play alongside Trent, as I'd like to hope Trent's fixture proof. At the moment I've benched Lundstrom, but this could change. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know. On the transfer front, I have 2 free transfers and 2.1 million in the bank from the Sterling to KDB transfer. The big decision here is whether I am holding Aguero another week. I think if City had been away this weekend, I would be selling fairly confidently. However, I would like to think Aguero gets to the next 2 at home. So I am tempted to give him one more week to see if my theory is correct with the home versus away game time. So ignoring the Salah injury, as I'm hoping he's going to be okay, I can do Pukki to Vardy now with the exact cash. Obviously, this is extremely tempting, but I won't have long to think on it, as I can see Pukki dropping and or Vardy rising over the next few nights. I am also considering the same transfer but Pukki to Wilson instead, which would leave me cash in the bank to do Aguero to say like Jimenez or somebody like that down the road. At the moment, I have left a route back to Sterling in 2 moves, just in case, as I am happy to correct a mistake if need be. I have calculated this with doing either the Vardy or Wilson for Pukki transfer by dropping Aguero down and moving Mount up. This would be after game week 10 if Aguero doesn't play or doesn't play well, and could be for free if Salah was okay, or a -4 if not. So basically what I'm saying is I have to decide right now if I'm working towards a front three of Wilson, Jimenez and Tammy, or Vardy, Tammy and a 6.5 or less, after I drop Aguero either after next game week or the week after. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. Although the fellow who said I sound like a granny, I'd prefer not to hear from you again. Moving on to the trending transfers this week, and we've gone early doors here, but let's take a look at how things could develop ahead of game week 10. In terms of the goalkeepers, the trending transfers in this week is looking much the same as last week, with over 18,000 FPL managers plumping for Ryan ahead of game week 10. However, it will be between Ryan and Patricio, it seems, for who will be the trendiest, as the Wolves goalkeeper has also had over 18,000 transfers in. With Alisson back in the fold again at Liverpool, 30,000+ of you have already sold on Adrian, making him likely to be the trendiest goalkeeper to have lost their place in managers' teams this week, as De Gea is the second most transferred out and has only been moved on by just over 19,000 of you. In defence, managers have had enough of City defence, with Walker, Otamendi and Zinchenko all fighting it out as the most transferred defender out this week. Walker is leading the charge at the moment, with over 32,000 managers having sold ahead of game week 10 already. Managers are turning to Chelsea and Leicester defence to replace their City players. Pereira's had over 24,000 transfers in already, and Alonso is making a charge with over 16,000+ of you taking a pun on this blast from the past. In midfield, there's only one man making waves this game week since returning from injury, and that's KDB, with over 89,000 of you transferring in the City man already. Whilst KDB is likely to be the trendiest transferred in this week in midfield, another player returning from injury is also getting quite trendy. Hudson-Odoi has been bought by over 41,000 managers and could significantly improve his TSB from just 2.3% owned if he continues on this streak of form. On the flip side of the transfers, transfers, managers have lost patience with Sonny, with over 69,000 of you already selling him on. And Mahrez also seems to be parting from many teams, with over 43,000 managers moving the City man out already. Up front, managers are looking to a Vardy party to help aid their teams in Gameweek 10, with 69,000 managers getting aboard the Leicester man already. Aubameyang is also still quite trendy, with over 37,000 of you transferring in the Arsenal man. And Jimenez is also making a late break for it. There's no surprises in the transfers out, however, with Pukki and Kane being ousted from FPL managers' teams. 96,000 plus managers have left the Pukki party, and 44 plus thousand of you have lost faith in Sir Harold. And that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to check out my sponsors, fantasyfootballfix.com, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, Nymfria out.